Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hotfix Grudge Match. I'm Brosentia, and I am here ready to solve the differences that our players have. Yesterday, we had a fantastic show, by the way. If you didn't catch that, because we usually don't have a show on Thursdays, that's okay, because we've got a highlight channel as well as all the VODs over on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, you can feel free to press that like button and head over to our channel over on Twitch and subscribe if you want to watch any of the weekly content. You know what? We have... Actually, it's not weekly, it's daily, starting weeknights at 7 p.m. Eastern and weekends at 1 p.m. Eastern. We would love to have you here, but if you are unable to, you can always go and check out the VODs on youtube.com/gamesdonequick. Not only does it have the Hotfix highlights that we have here, as well as the full VODs, it does have VODs for the various events like SGDQ 2023 or Juneteenth. That's youtube.com/GamesDoneQuick. Also, remember, Frame Fatales is Games Done Quick's all-women online speedrunning community. The upcoming event, Flame Fatales, will run from August 13th through the 20th. The schedule's out now over at GamesDoneQuick.com/schedule. While you're checking out the schedule, feel free to submit a prize for the event. And if you'd like, go ahead and use !FF in Twitch chat to submit your prizes. Now, I am very excited about today because we've got, first up, a huge classic with Bobble. And our first competitor here is Steve. Hello, Steve. How you doing?
I am doing fantastic. I am ready to play this game. It's very cute, and the music is okay for right now.
I love it. Okay, so I got word that when our players were testing the controls just to make sure everything functioned, they played up through level 3 because they couldn't stop. So that is always a good sign, in my opinion. I've played this game a heck of a lot, but these two have not played it before, and it's really going to be a treat to see you two addressing this for the first time. With that said, Steve TV Online, I do believe that you said that your favorite game is somewhere between Paper Mario and Beyond Good and Evil. I don't know. Those are basically the same game.
Yeah. I have a wide range of variety in games. Besides Paper Mario, I always tell people Paper Mario is my favorite game. Or if somebody mentions Beyond Good and Evil, I'll say, oh, Beyond Good and Evil is my favorite game. And then I also go between like Dishonored, which is another close game between all those, and BioShock series.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. For some, yeah. I remember Dishonored. That's a really, really good game. Yeah, I would agree. But with that said, I love that a lot of people have a wide variety in taste. There's some people who specialize in a specific genre. I personally feel like I'm an all-rounder when it comes to playing games, good games especially. But with that said, you said your favorite food is rice. Okay, that's like the most generic answer I've ever gotten here. What do you mean?
Okay,
like just rice?
Yes. Hear me out.
Okay.
Rice, you can cook it as like so many different ways. Okay, and rice, you can still say it's rice, but it can be like a Spanish rice. It can be just there's so many different ways to cook rice, and it can be different. Like even if it's the same rice, it might taste bad or good depending on how it's cooked. Even if it's the same rice. So that's why I say rice is my favorite food.
Honestly, I love rice. I think that it complements a whole lot of dishes. And honestly, if I were just eating for myself and, didn't have other people to worry about, I think I'd be okay with just like rice alone by itself fairly often. Maybe a little bit of soy sauce or something like that. Great.
You can mix it with a lot of stuff. You can mix it with a lot of stuff too. I mean,
just rice.
Yeah.
I was the type of kid who would just grab a handful of spaghetti, right after it's been cooked without any sauce, and I'd eat the spaghetti straight. Okay. So I can appreciate very bland flavors.
Well, I'm a very picky eater too. So rice, you can give me that. Like even if there's like, I don't like vegetables. Okay, so if you cook like a vegetable inside of my rice, I will eat it. So
Oh, okay, good. You're like my dad, except I don't think we ever figured out a way to get him to eat his vegetables. That's okay. Hey, you know what? We've been talking to Steve a lot, but we've got Echo Tree over here. Hello, Echo.
Hello.
Hey, it's good to have you. I see that, on the other hand, rather than Paper Mario and Beyond Good and Evil, you listed Stardew Valley or Genshin Impact. Again, basically the same game.
Yeah, I'm a fan of very wholesome games, I'd say. Animal Crossing is one of my other favorites. I've been playing a lot. I'm definitely into the farming type games, and then just Genshin Impact as well.
I've never played Genshin Impact. I don't know. I'm not. If there's one thing that kind of rubs me the wrong way, it's if games are too anime. Xenoblade Chronicles is probably the exception here. Like, I can handle that. If I enjoy Xenoblade Chronicles, is that like enough tolerating anime for me to like Genshin Impact?
I would say so. It actually got me into anime. I was not an anime fan before I played Genshin Impact, but now I am. So.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's great. Maybe a little bit inadvertent, but I think that's fantastic. We can talk about anime another time.
Oh, definitely.
You say, as opposed to rice, you say that your favorite food is chicken parmesan, and there we go. We've got some flavor here, okay? We got cheese, you got sauce, you got chicken. What else do you need?
Yeah, rice is so bland. I don't know how it's Steve's favorite food. Like, chicken parmesan is so full of flavor and just so good. I could eat that forever.
See why we have a sort of a grudge? See this?
Yeah, I'm seeing it. Okay, well, both of you are going to be playing Bobble for the first time. Hit reset. Go ahead and go to the title screen and get to where you can select one player. And then I will do the countdown if you're both ready.
I'm ready.
I'm on the screen.
Awesome. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Now is the beginning of a fantastic story. Let us make a journey to the Cave of Monsters. Good luck.
I don't want to go to monsters. Oh, I'm terrified. By the way, I do see that we have a big speedrunner of the game, Andy, who has also played and won in multiple blind racing tournaments before. With that said, I believe, Steve, you have done some races before, but I'm not sure if Echo Tree here has.
I've never done a race before, so I'm excited.
Well, welcome to the world of playing games that you've never played before. There are some various strategies that we'd like to bring up. Steve, were you in Casa Grande this year?
I've never been in a Casa Grande, but I know strongly about it because of fellow Casa Grande runner Ritz Blues.
I love Ritz.
Oops.
Yeah, if y'all didn't watch Wayne World at SGDQ, then bummer. Does he say bummer in that, or is that Bill and Ted?
No, that's Bill and Ted.
Oh, not. That's the one.
Oh yeah, I was on the couch for that, so definitely go and watch it.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Were you dressed up? Because there were a few people dressed up.
Yes, we were all dressed up.
Yeah, who were you dressed as?
I was dressed as, wow, what is his name? I've only watched the movie once, ever, so I had to look it up when I was...
What color was your hair?
No, it was the producer.
Oh, you were the producer!
Yeah.
Yes! Okay, yeah, I remember seeing you. Oh, that's fantastic. And honestly, the commentary for that run was absolutely amazing. With that said, some people are watching this and are like, uh-oh, is this a blind playthrough? And indeed, it is. Both of you up to stage 4. We're getting our first game over, but let's go ahead and see if you're able to continue. You did, back to level 4, and Echo Tree currently on level 5. So, just what? Because you're getting your first taste of the controls here.
Oh, what's that? What's that?
What?
No,
what?
Come back. Oh, what is that?
Whoa, what just happened? What?
Well, Echo Tree, you're learning some of the new mechanics here. The game does slowly introduce mechanics as you play. You're going to notice that certain items do weird things that may either get you killed or actually help you survive. And some of those additional bubbles that show up definitely are part of that.
I don't know how to get to that thing, whatever it is. Oh!
I have a letter E that I have no idea what it is. It's just stuck in the side of the level.
Yeah, Steve has the letter T.
Oh, well, I did.
Yeah. Now, I do want you both to know that if you do get a game over and go back to the title screen, be careful not to mash start, because that will automatically start you at level 1. You will have to select continue every single time.
Whee!
So enjoy that. Whee! Yeah, so how do the controls feel so far? What are you noticing about physics that, like, work or that are a little bit weird for you? Is there anything strange about the way this controls so far?
It feels pretty smooth to me, like, at least for an NES game.
Okay.
I am trying to figure out what is happening with a lot of this. I don't know why some of the enemies turn into bubbles and some don't.
Yeah, like, figuring out the rules of the game is one of the important things for you to do the first time that you play it.
Oh, there's a D and an E.
Ooh. You were able to get both of them. You got Ed.
Oh, I can't get those. Oh, I was trying to get them last time.
So, obviously, chat, I saw somebody mention which one is better, Bub or Bob. Let's go ahead and make a poll for chat. Let's vote, because Bub is the green dinosaur that we have here, and Bob is the pink dinosaur that you play with if you're playing the second player. And honestly, I'm Team Bub all the way, okay? Like, here's the deal. If it's Grand Theft Auto or something, I'll dress up in pink all day, okay? Dragon's Dogma, I'll go ahead and make a character that looks like Danny Trejo and then give him pink pigtails. But for Bobble, I gotta go with the green.
Oh, how did I get it?
Oh, are people saying blue for the second? Oh my gosh. Okay.
There we go.
Oh,
Bob
so many
blue.
letters.
I'm sorry, Bob is blue. I'm colorblind, everybody. And also, I'm not looking at the second character. Okay, Bob is blue. Fact. For chat. Oh, no! Oh, the gross screensaver monster got you. I say that because he was definitely moving in a screensaver pattern there. Just let her going diagonal, bumping around everything there. Yeah, so a large part of this game is going to, especially since later on you're going to have a lot of enemies on the screen at the same time, and you're just going to have to figure out how can I actually get them into bubbles and not die myself.
No!
And yeah, that becomes a big issue as you play.
Oh, I got another E. There's a D I got.
Yeah. If for some reason you do accidentally start without continuing, then we can possibly give you a level code in order to get back in there. But otherwise, one player continue is the way to go.
I'm not sure how to move down.
Is it select?
Yeah, it's select.
Thank you. That is it.
Ah.
I'm back in.
Well, yes.
Oh, I lost my letters. No.
Oh.
Well, you died.
What do the letters do? I have no idea what they do.
Oh, I lost them. Oh.
There's more letters on the screen now. Oh, this guy's fast.
Here's the deal. This is Grudge Match, and obviously you two have a huge conflict that doesn't just have to deal with rice. What is the grudge that we are trying to settle today?
Okay, so I have just learned the game Disneyland Adventures. Yes, that is a speedrun, I promise you. And I had gotten the world record. I was super excited about that world record. And literally a day after that came out, or I got that world record, Echo comes in and takes my world record. Like, the day after.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
So in that, I decided Echo. I found out Echo is also an achievement tonner on Xbox. So I decided to get more achievement points than her on the Xbox.
Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, I know that we were talking about this match, and what do we do with the points? And you're like, can we have achievement points? I'll give you both 100 achievement points for making it to the creepy face level.
The creepy face level.
100 points to both of you.
Woo!
Yeah. Oh geez. Well, it looks like Echo Tree is in the level of love. But I don't love this. I don't love these boys at all.
Yeah, this is very scary. Okay.
Yeah, the big question is, are they able to get out of there? Or is there some other way that you are able to hit them without getting hurt yourself?
Well, I could shoot through walls.
Yeah, that's one big advantage. I did see that you bubbled a couple of them.
Oh, I did not mean to do that.
Good double jump, though. Yeah, there's actually a lot of fascinating strategy when it comes to this game about how do I actually hit enemies without getting hit myself. How do I navigate through these levels in... Well, the speedruns, you have to do things in a fairly optimized way in order to actually kill enemies in one round. Because if you let them go too long, they start feeling a little less predictable. And so, yeah, that's part of the learning curve of this game. Just how do I deal with the patterns here? What happens if, there are tons of enemies. I'm just not able to deal with them. Echo Tree, you are scaring me. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's okay. I actually think that, using a life in order to get one of the enemies here is probably fine, especially since we allow you to use continues in this. That's okay. Sometimes you die. Oh no, you've got a ghost coming after you.
Yep.
Steve, what's happening?
I can't get the guy. It's the last one. I can't. Stay away. Stay away.
This is level 13. It seems very unlucky.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like that the love level is being the first wall for basically both of you right now.
Are we both on the same level?
You are, yeah.
This is tricky. Oh gosh. I don't know how I just fell.
Okay.
I still don't really understand what is happening at all.
Well, I mean, you know how to move on to the next level, right?
Yes, I kill all the guys, but I don't understand why I go super fast sometimes.
Well,
there we go.
I think Steve, do you happen to know why you go super fast sometime?
Yeah, I know exactly why I go fast sometimes. That's why I'm trying to figure out how, I fall into
You're not going to spoil.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I see it. I see how this is. Steve just very jealous of that world record. Congratulations, Echo Tree.
Oh, thank you. I'm very proud of that world record.
Oh, well, good. Good. If only Steve had that, right?
I know, right?
Steve, I'm so sorry.
The funny thing is, I didn't even know Steve at the time. I just coincidentally happened to play the game on the same day.
There we go. Got it.
Really?
Got it. Oh, I got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay. Yeah, Echo Tree got it first, though, so 10 points to Echo Tree.
Oh.
All right.
10 achievement points. That's okay, Steve. I've got plenty of achievement points waiting for you. I've got a whole bucket of them. Wait, was that a cake that appeared inside the giant monster's mouth? That was kind of cute. Just a little... Yeah, I like when games like this just add tiny little things while you're playing the game that it's like, oh, of course the, bonus item would spawn inside the monster's mouth.
Oh.
Ooh, interesting strats there, Steve.
Oh, I just figured it out. Okay.
These guys are glitching, so... Why are they glitching?
There are a lot of sprites on the screen, that's why.
Okay, I got another letter.
Yeah, actually, Echo Tree, are you very big into retro gaming, or do you mostly play more modern games?
Well, I haven't really had access to much retro games. I never had any old consoles. So I'm pretty excited to play this. Whoa, wait, there's a time limit?
Gotcha.
Why'd they go faster?
Indeed, you've got a time limit. Well, I'm glad that you're here getting to experience this game. Ooh. Yeah, it looks like the continue that appeared for both of you is the same, or the password, so if it comes down to it, we can get a password list. But that's only if you mess up and you're gonna lose time. We're not pausing for that.
Oh, whoa.
Whoa, Steve, what was that?
Whoa!
Steve, that's 100 achievement points for Steve. Steve found the warp.
What? A warp?
I warped a bunch of levels.
There was indeed a level warp, and Steve managed to find it in the level. That'll put you a little bit ahead, but at the same time, we've got difficult levels that are going to be a bit frustrating. So Echo might find the warp or might not. And it honestly doesn't matter, you know, you just keep pushing for yourself. Oh my gosh, Steve, you're so fast.
Yeah, I got speed shoes also.
Oh, jeez. I feel like that's probably the way to die in this game. Those shoes are very, very fast.
They most definitely are.
Yeah. What's interesting, though, is that, like, when you jump into the air, you have very limited air control. Like, you can... If you jump left, you can sort of face to the right and shoot a little bit, but like if you're hardly moving left or right when you jump up, you really don't have any, like you can just barely move left or right. It's not quite like La Milana where you have literally no air control at all, but it still is quite a bit that you just have to deal without. Okay, it looks...
Come on.
I think I'm figuring out speed shoes a little more.
You gotta pop him! Steve, you gotta pop him!
Yeah! Let's go.
There you go.
Oh, I'm not fast anymore. Oh yeah, because I got hit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Usually death makes you
not
as fast.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what did how did I do that? Oh.
Okay, Steve's starting to put some of the puzzle pieces together in his mind. Remember, everybody, I gave this game out without a manual, without any instructions. I didn't even tell them controls. So everything that they're doing here, they are just figuring out on their own. What this means is that, you know, we may see pockets of realization in here. We may see the players start to figure out that items on the screen actually do something.
Yeah, like that.
Like
okay.
Steve found out with the shoes, yeah.
Oh.
And you know, there is definitely a knowledge curve with some levels in this game where you're going to start running into a wall until you understand how certain mechanics work. With that said, look at all of those radishes. Oh my gosh, the daikon radishes.
Ooh.
Delicious.
Yeah, up there.
Nope.
I found a lightning bolt. I don't know if I picked it up or not. Maybe not.
I saw what it did, and I guess you didn't, Echo Tree. You'll see it later on. Don't worry.
Okay. I have another letter now. I feel like I'm supposed to try to spell something out, like collect all the letters.
Yeah, honestly, I'll give 100 points to either one of you if you're able to guess what it spells.
Next level? I don't know.
Okay, no.
Is it extra? Extra level?
No, but I think you're on the right track.
I need to collect more letters to see.
Yeah, you need more letters. My gosh. Oh no, Steve, the ghosty!
Yeah, I know. I knew he was coming. I knew he was coming.
Gonna chop your face. You don't want to get your face chomped by a ghost.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm gonna die. Yep.
By the way, Echo Tree definitely did have a little bit of a time loss due to Steve finding that warp, but she is really working her way back into this. Currently on level 19. Steve's been
Currently
literally
stuck.
walled.
I know what to do. I just don't like these enemies. Oh, got it. Good. We're good.
Well,
if he comes back up here, that would be nice. There we go.
there we go. Steve through level 22 and onto 23.
I'm not sure if there's a way to get out of this. Oh no, what is that thing?
Oh no! Oh no! It's the timeout ghost. It comes and kills you. Taito actually is pretty well known for having games that don't have a strict time limit.
Oh no, I fell down again.
What it has is what I would call a soft time limit. Essentially, like, you play a game until like, if you're stuck on a level, it will eventually send something that tries to kill you. But as long as you're good at playing the game and avoiding that death enemy, you can keep going. But because Taito had a lot of arcade games, they'd usually, be like, oh, if you stepped away from the arcade cabinet and already put a quarter in, obviously we need to send an enemy out to kill you so that somebody else can start playing and spending money.
That was much better.
Welcome to arcade, but I actually really enjoy that they make it a soft limit rather than a hard limit with a lot of games, so that you can, if you are good at playing, you can survive. I like that password.
There we go.
Oh, I keep losing all my letters every time I die. No.
No, your letters. Well, you can still remember them. So even if you can't get all of the letters, you can still earn the 100 points by guessing what it spells out.
Yeah. As I forget what my last letter was.
Is that?
Ah, no!
What? Oh, I jumped instead of shooting.
Yeah. I mean, that happens to the best of us.
Whoa, that's going that way. Okay, I guess I'll follow it. Why is it? What? Okay. Oh, this is not fun.
There you go, Echo Tree, managing to get up into the top area there. Had to put together a little bit of the puzzle of how do I actually get my weapons there. There are actually two main solutions, I believe. One is using the bubbles in order to zip down like you did. But also, jumping on top of your own bubbles is a way to navigate through a lot of the areas as well. So it's kind of a really... Oh my gosh, popcorn! Sorry, I just noticed there's popcorn on Steve's side. Not actual popcorn, just the word popcorn. But like the color of the blocks, it looks like popcorn kernels. And you're in a popcorn cooker, and they just sort of explode out of it. Look, they're popping all over. Oh, and then are those fire bubbles?
Yes, they are fire bubbles. Oh, it didn't make it that... am I hurting myself? What's going on?
As it turns out, this is pretty much the first area where you're getting items that both help as well as hinder you in certain ways. Although the speed shoes, you could technically say that those hinder in a way because you go really, really fast. But fire is one of those things that you'll have to pay attention to, like where you drop your fire. Is it going to become a problem for you, or are you going to be able to deal with it? And it really just... It's what you make of it. Oh my gosh, these are they witches or are they ghosts?
Oh, I don't want to hit the fire right now. Definitely not. I don't know how I got that parasol. I wish I knew how I got the parasol.
What does the parasol do?
That's what skipped me forward.
Ah, okay. Well, Echo Tree, now you know the parasol is possibly a warp. So if you see one of them, you might want to grab it.
Oh, crap.
Oh, people are saying ghost mages. They might be ghost mages that were showing up there. I don't know. They're cute. It's just that their AI, their like specific movement is a little bit more frustrating to deal with than the typical every other enemy. Oh my gosh! Oh, death got you. Death comes for us all, but especially you.
Died at that level again. I was so close.
Dang it.
Okay.
Alright, I got this.
By the way, per the manual, Bubble Bobble has 2 different worlds. Each of these worlds has 113 levels. You have to beat the first 113 in order to move on to the second world. And then the secret to completing each world lies in level 99. So if you do happen to get to level 99, you might want to pull out the notepad, take some information down.
I can't believe there's over 100 levels
for that era. Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
But at the same time, these levels go relatively quick when you're playing.
Let's go.
If you're good at the game, that is.
I mean, isn't that true of all games? Uh-oh, hurry.
Come back. There we go.
Oh, how many of them are there? Oh.
That's a lot of them. Let me see. I've got the manual up. I'm trying to find out what... Oh, no. So the manual's name for the witch-like enemies is Stoner. Yeah. You've got Bob, you've got Super Socket, you've got the weird, like, diagonal moving jelly things. They're called Beluga. The mage dudes are named Stoner. You've got the, like, almost shy guy looking dudes who are Grumple Grommet. You've got Bub. The enemies on Steve's screen that look like sort of clockwork enemies, those are the Bubble Busters. There's also Incendo, Willy Whistle, Coily, Baron Von Blubba, and Hullaballoon. Let me just say that I feel like if Taito was making that game today, they would probably not have some of those names.
Is it exempt? Is the thing called exempt? Is the word on the side exempt?
Exempt?
Yeah.
What is this? A tax refund? Like, no, it's not exempt.
I don't know.
Good guess, but no.
Expert?
Expert? No, not expert. Okay.
Oh, new guys.
You cannot kill death. Oh no.
Yeah, the dudes with the fans on top of them that sort of zigzag, those are the Hullaballoons. Let me see, is there a name for Death Boy who shows up and murders you?
What are these springy dudes?
Oh, I like them. Coily.
Coily.
Oh my gosh, no springs! Not that one. Okay, so the Death Skelly that shows up, that's Baron Von Blubba. He just shows up and, yeah, if you take too much time, you are no match for Baron Von Blubba. As the manual says.
Which way did these go this time?
There we go.
Oh, that way. Okay, that helps. Oh, really?
Luckily, the manual does have some additional pieces of information that can help. First, air currents move the bubbles around, so plan your shots well. You're not able to visibly see the air currents, but if you get good at playing the game, well, I mean, you'll notice that all of the bubbles move in a specific way. So if you have an enemy that gets bubbled, you can sort of predict what their movement is going to be. You can't kill Baron Von Blubba!
I got stuck again. No.
Oh no!
Okay, now he's out.
Yeah, this level that you're on, actually, Echo Tree, Steve had been here for quite a while, so it's not too much of a surprise that this has taken a little bit of time. I think that you're actually going to clear it a bit faster than him, though, if you can get this last little...
There we go.
Balloon. There we go! Hullaballoon down!
Woo!
Okay.
Next level.
So this also says, grab magic bonuses as often as you can. They'll help you to overcome the beasties. Now, if it was overcoming the Beastie Boys, that would be helpful.
Oh, wrong way.
Okay. Well, both of the players are doing very well. We are almost half an hour into this.
Wait, really?
A little bit. Yeah, we're all. Are you saying we're only that far?
No.
Or we're already.
No, that went so
already
fast.
This is what happens in blind races. If you're enjoying the game, or if it's usually a quote-unquote good game, time flies. The hour really feels very, very short. And per the rules that we have here, whoever makes the most progress over the course of the hour wins. I don't care if they get a game over at some point. And the points here, they matter a great deal, but not for who wins. So, they matter a great deal, right? There we go. You got the flask level down there, Echo. Steve currently dealing with these little, I don't know what, buckets?
Okay.
Oh no, hollow balloons! They're after you, Echo Tree!
I got it. No. Okay. Ooh.
Okay,
That was close.
that was really stressful. I do like that there are lots of times that, like, if you make almost a frame perfect shot, you can avoid dying. Like, it gives you the power that you never feel like you're completely hopeless in this game. Even if an enemy is right next to you, you can often, with really good gameplay, just barely get away. And that's something that isn't too common in the 80s. But like, Taito was one of the most fantastic companies, I think, of that time. You know, they had tons of classics. Like, let me go ahead and ask our friend Google.
Oh, I got it. Oh, we're done with this level. Oh, I got it.
Yeah, I mean, like Ghosts and Goblins, obviously. Okay. Oh, wait, they made Toki? No.
Oh.
Wait, they made Takeshi's Challenge? Okay, never mind. I'm gonna scrap everything that I just said. Taito made a lot of evil games, and somehow this is one of them that tends to not be as evil. Elevator Action, that is brutal. Oh my god.
Oh, really? Elevator?
I love Elevator Action, though. I played that a lot when I was a kid. I didn't really like the reboot that they tried to do with the game. Like, it had some interesting ideas, but I just want to go up and down elevators.
Whoa.
Like, the new Elevator Actions didn't have as many elevators. Where are the elevators, huh? It's Elevator Action. There you go. You're through the popcorn.
Woo!
You cleared that really quickly, Echo Tree.
I don't know what happened. They all just kind of died.
50 points for Echo Tree for clearing the popcorn, I think, in one shot.
All right.
Maybe two shots. I don't.
Okay.
You're gonna lie to me, okay? You don't have to tell the truth here.
I think it was one. I'll go with that. This
Yeah,
level, I'm
there we
definitely struggling. Oh, there we go. Okay. I like the fire.
Yeah.
Ooh, another letter.
Come back here, E. Well, never mind.
Oh, they came out. They got out of there. Oops.
Chat, I have to ask, what do you think the word is that shows up at the left side of the screen? Wrong answers only.
So I can look at the wrong answers, and then I can try and figure it out through the wrong answers, right? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh.
Warp Umbrella. Okay, good guess, chat. Very nice.
I really need to find a warp umbrella.
Yeah, I like Warp Umbrella. Excellent. Ooh, good. Retract. Could be retract. Dexterity. Takeshi. It does not spell Takeshi. Okay? -5 points for that person in chat specifically. Bandit Bill. Bandit Bill trying to steal our hearts with Takeshi. You know what I love.
Hey.
But still, -5 points. All right. Yeah, you're like Echo Tree. I still feel like you're doing a really good job of like slowly making a little faster progress. Steve did get the Warp Umbrella, which definitely gives an advantage there. Ooh. Okay. Extra Magnificaliarmus. Sure, that's probably what it spells. Ooh, Dexter. I like that. It might spell Dexter. Texas?
Texas.
The moonlit night, the stars so bright.
Come on up here, guys. I really need you up here. No? You don't want to? Okay, you can't jump that high? Oh, that's fun. Okay.
Skrillex. Ooh, it might be Skrillex. Oh my gosh. Extortion? It does not know. Oh, what if you could extort the ghosts, though? Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be fun getting this last one. Oh boy, now he's coming too.
Uh-oh. He's a madman. He's Engie.
Oh, I got him!
Yeah.
Oh, I got him!
Yeah, the fire managed to take him out. What's his name again? Come on. I've literally got something up here specifically to show me what their name is. Bubble Buster. Yeah, you've been busted, Bubble Buster.
Oh, they jumped. Okay.
Okay, context, that's a good guess by chat. Egg salad.
Ooh, I can go for some of that.
Really? Like, I'm kind of
I'm
okay
a big
with
fan
that.
of eggs, whatever it is.
I like eggs. I feel like I don't like the idea of egg salad, but I like the taste.
Get the X, okay.
Text me, your mom. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, that could possibly be it. Your mom is actually trying to message you through the game. Jump, Steve, jump! Good job. I'm so proud of you.
Jump?
I mean, it says jump, so jump, right?
Oh, yeah. I didn't even see that. I don't even pay attention to that half the time.
You didn't even pay attention to what the level says? Minus 50 points for not paying attention.
You can't lose achievement points.
Jump.
You can't lose
It says jump. They're achievement points, and I can take them away. You know what, Xbox? I'm gonna hold your points for ransom. I'm gonna ransom your points off. Okay, $5 million, and I give the points back.
I don't know what to do on this level. I can't get up there.
Come on, Bill Gates. I know you can afford it. Let me ransom the points. Someone in chat is saying no one was texting in 1986. Wow, shows what you know. I love you, Twitch chat. You're the best. Honestly, thank you to everybody who's watching. I think compared to a lot of other people, I love to talk to chat and I love to see what you're thinking. So it's always fun to me to see your thoughts about the game. Is there anybody here in chat who hasn't played the game before? And if so, like, what do you think about this?
I don't.
Because this is very much not... I don't know any other game that's like this. Like, there are quite a few kill all the enemies in a level, but Bubble Bobble's, like, unique bubble mechanic is extremely different, especially for the 80s. It spells... No, it doesn't spell mixer, chat. Good guess. Okay, other people are saying I haven't played this Bubble Bobble specifically, but they love Bubble Bobble. Okay. And there are tons of spin-off games for this, as chat acknowledges. Yeah, I completely agree with that.
How do you do this one?
Jump.
I've been stuck on this one for a bit. I can get the bottom guys, but the top ones are kind of hard.
Yeah, I like that Steve is currently stuck on a level that's a little bit more of a puzzle. At least currently, it's a little bit more. I think that you might be...
There we go.
You got it, Steve. You got it. Just took a little bit of work. Learning exactly like the rules for how terrain works and how you're able to get through it is very important to learning how to play this game.
Got it.
But yeah, you've got it. Good job. I'll go ahead and give back 10 of those achievement points then, but I'm holding the rest of them ransom. Bill Gates, contact me. We'll go ahead and negotiate something, okay? I want the monies for the points.
I'm going for this heart up here. I despawned right when I got there.
Ooh, chat is mentioning Bubble Bobble was my childhood. Later in life, there was Snow Brothers. And if I'm not mistaken, that's also an arcade game that I've never played. I've seen, I think, some bootlegs that were based off of Snow Brothers games. But that's really all I know about Snow Bros. So chat is asking, what was the strat behind bubble jumping? Generally, what you need to do, if you shoot, because of the way that the air currents work on this specific level, if you shoot the bubble while you are standing on the ground, it will not move up into the air. You have to shoot it while you are up in the air. And then you have to manage to actually land on top of the bubble as well. And when you can do that, then you can hop on top of the bubble until you get up above the terrain there.
Oh my gosh, finally! Oh.
An important rule of the terrain is that you can't always go left or right through walls. Those are not passable. However, any terrain that you jump up through, you can go through. So walls, imagine them as solid unless you're inside the object. Floors, you can always jump up through them, but not back down.
All right.
Those are the main terrain rules that we have here. So, question mark, for example, Steve could actually get that diamond up in there by going straight up in the middle of the level, but we've got these coilies who are just causing problems.
No, they're gonna respawn! No! No!
Yep. That's another element of this game is that if you do not, like, if you bubble an enemy, but you do not kill it fast enough, it will pop and it'll get out and be a little angry.
Yeah, I had that happen in an earlier level. Okay, I need him now. He's all that's left.
You can shoot the lightning through walls! Oh!
Ooh, Echo Tree learning a little piece of information. If you pop a bubble that has a lightning bolt on it, the lightning bolt will zip horizontally. I believe that it depends on which direction you're facing.
That was what I didn't know which way it went.
It's either which direction you're facing or if you touch it from the left or the right. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to play around with it a little bit. But that will go through the walls, which makes these coilies a little bit more tolerable. Steve's actually really extending his lead here.
Oh, gosh.
He's doing a fantastic job. Chat, go ahead and do the winky face if you know what I just did.
Oh, not death again.
Winks, chat.
No.
Chat. You probably like. I know somebody's gonna wink. Yeah. Oh, so chat is noting that apparently the lightning shoots out the opposite direction that you're facing. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that's an important note there.
That makes sense.
Oh no, I accidentally helped Echo Tree a little bit here. Oh no.
Oh no.
I think I need the help.
I'm happy to give a little bit of help, especially to somebody who is a bit behind. Like, while there are tournaments for blind races, and I've helped run some, I've participated in Mystery and Tournament as well, and I usually lose terribly.
Oh, Bob!
What's up? JC Dead to know! Oh, well, you know, even though there are tournaments out there, this show focuses on just mostly having a good time. So whether you're experienced or you are a relatively new player, or heck, if you're part of a different gaming community but you're tempted to try out a race against a friend, submit !Grudge Match in chat. I would love to see new and old faces alike. Yeah, with that said, like, both of you have done speedruns, and at least some of them, right? Echo Tree, you said that you took the record away from Steve TV in the Disneyland Adventures, but have you done speedruns of other games?
I have done a few speedruns for Stardew Valley.
Ooh.
And Steve and I have been doing a game called Rubber Bandits, where we got the world record on that. I am looking to speedrun some more games, though. So I'm always looking for something that piques my interest.
Gotcha. Stardew Valley, by the way, I believe it was the last GDQ that they had Stardew Valley, and it was so much fun.
I always love watching the runs.
In that run.
I don't know what to do here. Oh, wait. Yes, I do. What am I thinking? I definitely know what to do.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think you know what to do, Steve. I think you're good. Whee! Well...
I knew what to do,
but still got a game. It's fine. That's video games. Yeah, Echo Tree is just having a bit of a hard time getting a few of those coilies at the top. Like, you're putting, you know what you need to do, and you've got a general idea. Like, there are a few, I'm glad that the game doesn't hardwall you into doing things a specific way, because that can get a little bit frustrating. But, like, you've got the right idea for one of the possible ways to deal with all of these enemies in here.
I've done it with the lightning and without, and I'm not sure which one's easier for me.
I don't know.
It always seems to speed up so fast, though. I don't know how anyone would finish it before the hurry. And death again, no!
Well, I mean, we'd have to ask the speedrunners. I do think that once they start going fast, the lightning bolt is very much the way to go. But Baron, the Baron's after you! No!
No! I always get so panicked when death comes. Okay.
Yeah, so per the manual, one of the helpful bits here is that Baron von Blubba disappears as soon as you burst the last BCT on the screen. And that's actually really helpful. I'm thinking of other games that were arcade that had some time limits, sort of soft time limits like this. Joust had the freaking pterodactyl that would show up and absolutely destroy you.
Oh yeah, I hate the pterodactyl.
Yeah, even if you managed to get to the point where, like, you killed all of the other enemies, the pterodactyl could still get you before going off of the screen. Like, usually you'd have to mess up considerably, but every once in a while you just got yourself into a situation where you're like, well, I beat the level, but the pterodactyl's gonna get me. It's death.
I think I finally finished this level. Yes! Let's go.
Echo Tree, yes! 50 achievement points!
Yay!
I'm giving them. I'm sorry, Steve. Like, maybe I should have given you some because you already beat that level, but whatever. I don't know.
But I beat it better.
You beat it better, yeah!
I don't know how I'm gonna get this guy.
Yeah, people are mentioning that there was a cross that showed up in the game. The cross is a collectible item, which we haven't
I did see that
about
at some
what
point.
all of the items do. The candy actually lets you blow bubbles farther and faster, so that's essentially a projectile boost. The parasols will warp you 5 levels into the future. There is the Cross of Power that shows up. This magical bonus can give Bub and Bob the power to summon fire, lightning, or water to stop the beasties. I don't know how it works, but apparently you get the power.
All right, come on. I need fire. I need fire over here, please. No. Baron, no, Baron. No, Baron.
Baron, no.
Baron?
Yeah. I just love that the manual, like, consistently calls the enemies in this game beasties. It's kind of cute. I love it. There's also treasure boxes. Grab a treasure box. When you burst the last beastie, a big reward falls from the sky. Okay, so you get the treasure box, and then bam, you're gonna get a big reward. It looked like you just got... Did you just pick up a margarita?
Me? Yeah.
Well, okay, that's nice. What does that do? I think that's just...
It's just points, I think.
Just food. Yep. There are a lot of collectible items. that don't mean anything, including there's a thing of fries with a W on it. Very nice. I'm pretty sure that might be a reference to that old McDonald. Yeah, the old one. Yeah. Or the, I don't know, the Grimace one. One or the other. Well, there's also the wizard staff. If you get that, pick up the mysterious staff when all the beasties are gone. The reward is yours. Thank you for the vagaries there. I don't know what that means. Shoes. The shoes will speed up Bob and Bob. Yeah. Bomb. A great explosion can wipe out all the beasties on the screen. Note to chat, we did see it before. It's not a very, it's a little bit of a flash. It's not extreme. Be aware that if both players got it at the same time, your screen will light up significantly, but it also lasts very short and isn't continuously flashing, which is nice. As far as I could see.
Do I have to get this guy too or not? Oh, no. Okay, we're good.
You're on to level 40. Echo Tree is on 33. She is making a really good push to try to get back, but
new guys.
The Baron's here. Baron von Blubba. No, Baron.
He took me out, yeah.
Bad Baron. What a naughty Baron. There's also the Heart of Power, which makes you invincible for a limited amount of time. There are more items, though. This game has so many items. It's just, like...
What was that new guy that I just ran into? The, like...
Which one?
He had, like, short legs. He might be in the next one. I don't know.
Let's see. There's an exclamation point. Yeah, just give me a heads up next time you see him, and I'll tell you. Okay, there's Book of Thunder. It lets you blow thunder bubbles. There's Book of Death. If you pick up the Book of Death, it wipes out the beasties with a mighty earthquake. There's a crystal ball, but that's only on round 99. There's the blue ring. Falling stars will wipe out the beasties. The green ring. Falling rocks will descend. Wait, falling stars and falling rocks? Okay, I feel like they're starting to repeat a little bit. Red necklace. An energy ball appears to bounce around and stop the beasties.
These guys. They look like the Dr. Mario people.
Oh my gosh, like the Dr. Mario people, viruses?
Yeah, the viruses. That's the thing.
Dr. Mario people are viruses, everybody. Just so you know. Let me see.
I keep seeing a mushroom pop up. You know what that
Those might be Incendo. Let me scroll up and see if I can find the mushroom. I think that's Incendo, the enemy there. Mushroom appears to be... Where's a mushroom? Mushroom? Come on, I know Super Mario likes mushrooms. Do beasties like mushrooms? Are they just like... They might just be points. I'm not seeing anything about the mushroom.
They despawn, like, pretty quickly once I go into the level. I'll see if I can grab one later. Death has found me yet again!
Death has found me yet again.
No!
10 points to Baron von Blubba for definitely being the best beastie.
He's the worst beastie! Evil. He keeps killing me!
I like Baron von Blubba. Come on. He's just doing his job. Doesn't even pay that well.
His job is murdering cute dinosaurs?
It's a living.
Is Bob and Bob a dinosaur or a dragon? I just realized. I feel like he's both.
I mean... Dragon, dinosaur... I tend to feel like you might be more dragon. It's just that you would be sort of a water elemental dragon. Let's see what the manual says. Okay, manual. If I disagree with you, I'm totally going to say you're lying. Where are you? If you like, I like dinosaurs. Okay, I grew up right next to Dinosaur National Monument, and it is pretty fantastic. Okay, blah blah blah. In a strange and magical forest full of danger and delight, where everything is good to eat and jolly round dinosaurs bounce and play in peace, live two such creatures named Bub and Bob. Per the manual, they're dinosaurs. One day, Bub and Bob got word that two of their Brontosaurus buddies had been abducted by Baron von Blubba, who lived in the evil forest just beyond the horizon. Wait, Baron von Blubba, he's the bad guy.
No.
No wonder he shows up to kill you. He's been trying to track you down this whole time.
Dang it.
So he stole our
my
friend?
Gosh. Your Brontosaurus friend, yeah. Yeah, he stole your friend.
Go away. Death, go away. No.
Yeah.
No.
So Bob and Bob set off to find their friends, bring them to safety, but the Baron had sent many ill-tempered and hungry beasties to the forest to stop Bob and Bob from finding their friends. This is a really long run-on sentence, only Bob and Bob's magic bubble blowing powers could save them from spontaneous ingestion. I don't want to be spontaneously ingested.
That
But I'm glad that they have the bubble power. So, per chat in the arcade, it's possibly their girlfriends. Whatever, girls don't need saving. They can save themselves. That sounds rude, but no, they got the power. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Come on. Any of y'all writing the damsel in distress stuff? Do it. Pull a Shrek, okay, where you show up and Fiona's already saved herself. Huh? You can do that. If you aren't as creative as Shrek, then what kind of writer are you? Oh, geez, that was rude. Okay, yeah, Shrek was a good movie.
One of my friends had a Shrek birthday party, and it was pure perfection. Everyone dressed up as Shrek characters.
Oh, great. Did you go?
I did, in fact.
Who did you dress as?
I'm trying to remember. I think I was the gingerbread man.
Oh my gosh, that's great. 50 points for you and your friend.
Yay!
Yeah, you can go ahead and I don't know, decide later how to split those points. I'm not a lawyer.
What is the point total right now?
Oh geez, well let me take a look. Because it's going great. I believe that Steve has 160 points and Echo Tree has 150. Achievement points are really close right now. Y'all, you need to tell me if either of you has a really good story from your lives that you can tell me about, something funny that's happened or something legendary that happened in your life. Please do. I want to hear a good story, and I will give you points in order to give you achievement points.
I can't say the same one that I did last time I was on here.
Yeah, I'll take points away.
Huh?
Oh, apparently I forgot 10 points from earlier. I didn't forget them. Whatever. They both have 160 points. There. So you're tied. We're gonna go ahead and say you're both tied when it comes to points. I'm ruling that. Okay. And yeah, Steve, don't tell the story from last time.
Well, if you have one right now, Echo, go, because I have plenty.
I can't think of one. You can go first.
Not me, but I had a friend. Remember the really, hard tater tots you would get in, elementary schools and middle schools?
Yeah. I mean, they weren't that hard. They actually cooked them right where I lived.
He got cut on one of those school tater tots.
He got cut?
Yeah, he cut himself on one of those school tater tots.
Wait, how bad? Did he have to get stitches?
No, but there was blood.
Okay, that's still a little bit concerning. I was gonna say, if people were dying because of tater tots, that would be a little bit shocking. Okay, that was an average story. Okay, Echo, are you able to one up that story? The Baron gotcha. What a boy.
I think. Oh, I just have one more guy. Those guys up there. Great. I want this bubble gum. No. Trying to think of any more weird birthday parties I've been to.
There you go. You got him.
Yes. Let's go. Oh, question
Okay. Question marks. Yeah, question marks. Now, technically, we only have 3 minutes left, but with a really good push / luck / an umbrella, there technically could be a comeback by Echo Tree. So I'm not calling you out yet. You're not done yet.
I'm having fun falling with these guys.
Oh my gosh, the coilies, I hate them. The coilies are evil.
It
All
looks
right,
like
Baron, you win this round, Baron. You win this round, Baron.
Well, I think that by default, I got to give Steve the achievement point. Steve had a story.
My Shrek birthday party could have counted as a story, though.
Well, I gave you points for that earlier. I can't give you more points for the same story, can I?
No double points? Aw. Double points for Shrek.
Double points for Shrek. Whatever. Sure. 50 more points. There we go. I'm not sure those really count as achievement points, but you convinced me. I'll give
They're
you.
Shrek points.
They're Shrek points. Okay. A Shrek point is an achievement point, you know, gotta be real. Oh, you can do this, Echo! You did it! You threw 36 onto 37!
Woo! Come on, Warp Umbrella.
And Chad is saying that Steve can have rice instead. I don't know, Steve. What do you think? Rice or achievement points? What's more important?
Achievement points.
Well, Chad gave you a plate of rice. I'm sorry. Blame them.
Percentia, what is your favorite food?
My favorite food, honestly... Let me think about it. Burritos, yeah. But they have to be good burritos. They can't be basic burritos, okay? Crappy bland burritos are just full of disappointment, but if you get a really good burrito, okay, I could eat that every day of my life.
Ooh, okay.
And yeah, like especially like breakfast burritos, put some potatoes in there, put some steak, carne asada, you know. Yeah, it doesn't have to have a whole lot of flavoring, but just, I don't know, there's something about a warm tortilla just filled with egg, cheese, potatoes, carne asada. It's the best.
I think I might have a burrito for dinner now.
I want a burrito.
No!
But I believe that is time, everybody. That is the match. And, you know, Echo Tree may have won achievement point-wise, but it looks like, Steve, what level did you make it to? 43?
43.
5 levels ahead of Echo Tree. That's exactly the number that you have due to the umbrella warp. The umbrella may actually have been the deciding factor here.
So technically we finished the same amount of levels, though. When you really think about it, we both completed the same levels.
Yeah, it's basically a tie if you ignore the metric, you know.
It's basically a tie, yeah.
It's basically a tie if you ignore that. Oh, well, seriously, what did you think of the game?
It's really fun. There are some challenging levels. They give you like one challenging level, and then they give you like a strand of like 2 or 3 like easy levels to get through it, and then go back into another hard level. It makes you think what you have to do.
I love this game so much. I think I will continue playing this off stream.
I'm so glad. Like, when we were choosing a game, I was like, you know, you talked about wanting a platformer of some type, and I was like, these two, I don't know if they would have played Bubble Bobble before. I can never find people who haven't played Bubble Bobble. But heck, we had 2 people do Symphony of the Night one time, and that was a joy to see people play that for the first time. And I just thoroughly enjoyed watching you two do Bubble Bobble. So, seriously, great job, and congrats to Steve for taking the victory. And I think that means that you've got the world record in Disneyland Adventures now. Is that right?
Yeah, I think Echo has something that she would like to say.
Oh.
Okay, so we did agree ahead of time. Whoever won would get an apology. So, Steve, I apologize for beating your Disney World record, but maybe you could just get a little better and then take it back. So,
at least I still have more achievement points than you.
Not for long.
I love that so much. Oh, yeah. The total apology, non-apology. That's exactly what we needed here. Well, perfect. Steve, where do you stream? What games do you usually stream?
Ooh, okay. So I stream on Steve TV Online, on Twitch. I also have a YouTube. You can find me on basically any social, the same thing, Steve TV Online. Right now, I'm doing a new speedrun every single month. This month's game is So Many Me. It is an indie game made for the Xbox and Steam, I believe. It's a puzzle game. It's very cute, and my main game is DreamWorks Dragons Dawn of New Riders, New Super Lucky's Tale.
Okay, that one's good.
And I speedrun a lot of obscure speedruns, indie speedruns, a lot of... I just like... The more uncommon, the better for me, in my opinion, because, one, it gives you free world records half the time.
Oh my gosh. I see.
Until I come along and steal them.
And then two, it gives you a chance to just show it off to more people, which is really fun. So if you want suggestions for games, I could give you plenty of them because I already speedrun over 50 different games.
That is awesome. Honestly, one thing that I love about running obscure games, because I've done that before as well, plenty, is that you get to route, and routing is one of my favorite things when it comes to speedruns. Once somebody else learns how to play the route, I'm usually like, okay, there you go. Have fun. I'm doing a different game now. I'm not concerned about that. But yeah, it's something that I really enjoy personally, and there are a lot of new games that honestly need new eyes on them, and routing is a lot of fun for me. Echo Tree, on the other hand, your first showing, your first time doing a blind race on stream, you did a fantastic job here. Where do you stream? What do you play?
Thank you. I honestly don't stream too much currently, but I'm hoping to stream some more. I just got an Xbox X, so I'm super excited to be playing some games for that. I normally play pretty chill games, I'd say, like Animal Crossing, Stardew Valley, types of games like that. But I am trying to speedrun some more games once I find my next speedrun game. That is, who knows? I could be playing this.
I know that life though. You know, what game do I want to spend time with? Yeah. That sounds fantastic. I love that you've got sort of your own love of some of the chiller games. I would be tempted to learn some of the Stardew Valley runs. They're really fun to watch.
Oh yeah, it's pretty interesting because I love chill games, but then I also love the intensity of speedrunning chill games. So we just completely turn them into a competitive thing, and it's so much fun.
Yeah, it's great. Well, perfect. Thank you so much. Up next, everybody, we have Pokitsune going up against Time Stalker in Karnov for the arcade. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Hotfix Grudge Match. I am Brosentia, and the Grudge Match is a show where we pit two people against each other in a game that they've never played before and see who manages to do the best. Obviously, they have some difference that they need to settle, and we're here to help do that through the use of video games. With that said, Games Done Quick is hiring. If you have experience in website design and development and would like to help overhaul our website, please submit. And if you have experience in social media creation and want to help out at our live events, either on site or off, just go over to gamesdonequick.com/jobs to apply. They've got more details about specifically what they're looking for over there. I've helped a little bit with the social media team in the past, and it's a lot of fun. Seriously, we would love to have new people aboard. Please consider applying. Also, if you missed out any of our past events such as SGDQ 2023 or Juneteenth, head over to youtube.com/gamesdonequick. We've got all the VODs for those, as well as the various hot fixes that we have here. Then we also, if you would like to support the Hotfix, your subs, Prime Gaming subs, gift subs, and bits cheered on the GDQ Twitch channel help. So if you would like to keep supporting, consider subscribing, especially for the daily content that we have here. Speaking of daily content, tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, we have Going Places. And then after that, we have the second part of our Golden Sun, the Lost Ages special event. That is going to be a lot of fun. Going Places focuses on mobile ports of video games, and Golden Sun, y'all know Golden Sun. You should come watch tomorrow, 1 p.m. With that said, we've got two of our players here, Polk, Kitsune, and Time Stalker. Polk, hello there.
Hello, Brasilia.
It is good to have you back. I know that last time we made you play Karnov, and this time we're making you play Karnov, but they're different Karnovs. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine.
If I come into the grudge and it seems to be something, the big muscle Russian men breathing fire, I guess that's fate.
That's your life. You're going to become the Karnov person.
Oh, yeah. God.
I sort of love... I didn't really remember that you played Karnov last time you were on the channel, and I just gave this out, and you're like, oh no, more Karnov.
Not again.
And I'm so happy because the arcade port is significantly different. With that said, Polk, again, we see that your favorite game is Chrono Trigger. Definitely a solid choice.
It's a classic. It's got a nostalgia. I know that masterpieces have come out during the ages, but it's got to overcome that nostalgia, and I'm sorry, it's still Trigger for me.
Yeah, I'd say that, like, even if you don't have the nostalgia for it, it holds up. It's a very, very solid game. Your favorite food is poutine.
Yes. Yes, pizza's always been great here, but for me, it's regional even that here. Give me those fries, give me that gravy, give me that cheese, and heaven.
Yeah, I can't blame you. That sounds pretty amazing. I haven't yet to have it. So maybe sometime, like if I go and visit you, or I call you sometime, then I can grab some poutine.
Oh yeah, there's a restaurant over here that has about 53 different kinds of poutine, all of them named after movie stars and movies.
Ooh, that's a lot of types. Yeah,
that is. If you want to clog your arteries, please go ahead.
I have other ways to do that. Well, Time Stalker is over here with the other screen. Hello there, Time Stalker.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. I am really excited to have you here. Time Stalker is one of the GMs for Cuso Grande, a tournament that I put on. He helps choose some of the games and do commentary, and it's been great to have you as a friend and sort of get to know your taste of video games. With that said, you say that your favorite game is Bionic Commando, and that, I feel like that is a pretty hot take. I think that it's a neat game, but I couldn't figure out how to play it as a kid.
Well, it's one of the few games I speed jog, so I grew up with it. I love it. I actually like how the movement goes in that game.
I think that I've grown to appreciate it the older that I've gotten. And I really like the DOS version of that game. That is something special.
I actually like the remake they did on Steam, Rearmed. That one was actually a lot of fun because they made the boss fights a lot better.
Ooh. Yeah, you know what? I forgot that even came out. I'm going to have to check that out. You say that your favorite food is pistachio.
No, pasticcio. It's a Greek lasagna.
I was going to say, like, pistachios. How is that a favorite food? You know, out of everything in the world, I'm going to take this bland nut. That's my favorite thing. Yeah.
No, it's
but Greek lasagna? What do you mean?
It is, instead of normal lasagna noodles, you use spaghetti noodles with a butter sauce that holds it all together, and then you put a meat sauce in with it, and then you put a bechamel sauce on top and bake it, and it is so delicious.
Interesting. Okay, this looks really fascinating. I would definitely give it a shot. Apparently, chat is really defending pistachios. I'm sorry that you like something that is just that boring, chat, but okay, whatever. My grandma loves pistachios. Okay, you both ready to begin?
No, but we'll do it anyways.
Time Stalker?
I'm good.
All right. Well, then hit the start button in 3, 2, 1, go. Better get the map that leads to treasure. If you don't, I don't know what's going to happen. Everybody, welcome to Karnov and the nightmare that is going to... Yeah, we already have our first death. That's not a surprise.
It's an arcade game. It's meant to eat your quarters.
Yeah. I mean, for an arcade game, like, it's understandable that it's hard, but I feel like this is particularly brutal, especially since, you know, you fire one shot per button press, and there are some enemies that quickly become bullet sponges in this version. Now, the NES version was a little bit like, I feel like it started warming you up at the beginning. It wasn't just refusing progress, whereas this version, I'm just seeing all of the boulders being tossed at Time Stalker. Yeah, welcome to Karnov. I did allow the players, by the way, they are allowed to use unlimited credits for the arcade version because I want to actually see progress today. And if for some reason either of them is able to clear the game or both clear, then they will start over with 3 credits only. I do not foresee this happening.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Oh my gosh, the boulders. Okay, so you both have experience with NES, Karnov, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Personal that experience there, Captain Forget Me.
Yeah, I apologize. Nah, I don't. NES Karnov is perfect. The end. That's all I have.
I beg to differ with that.
Okay, NES Karnov has some of the weirdest scrolling in Nintendo history. I gotta be honest. Since they haven't quite figured out a good way to make diagonal scrolling at that point in for the Nintendo, or at least the company that made Karnov didn't, Data East. What they had was essentially horizontal then vertical scrolling depending on how you were moving. There were times that you would have to wait for the vertical scrolling to catch up before it would scroll horizontally. It felt really weird. But this game doesn't have that issue. The arcade port doesn't. At the same time, enemies are completely different. Your attacks are somewhat the same, and the items that you have are also somewhat the same. Big question, though, is what do all of these items do, and how do you actually choose the items in your menu? So, Polk, I do see that you switched over to the fire. How are you controlling the selector at the bottom of the...
The same way you move! Somehow.
That's right, everybody. The control stick. If you push left, then it'll go one space to the left in the menu, and if you push right, it will go one space to the right. That is the only way to control the selection menu, and because of that, it gets a little bit confusing. Now, if you're just holding right, it won't cycle through the items. It'll just stay on the last one that it's selected. But every time you just nudge left or right, you're going to switch items. With that said, it looks like Time Stalker got to the first boss there, the little fishman. I don't know. Do you like fishmen?
Never tried one for lunch.
Don't eat the fishman.
Why not? Sounds delicious.
Don't eat the fish man. Illegal. Okay, you're gonna go to jail.
Okay,
So,
I was raised on that island. Fish is kind of stable.
If we're gonna keep giving Pulp Karnov, next time I guess we can use bad dudes and make him play that because Karnov's in that game too.
Well, I mean, there's also Das Karnov. Yeah,
I'm sure
Das Castlevania, Das Karnov is possibly even more of a spectacular spectacle. However, it's too close to the NES version. I wouldn't feel comfortable with that with you two, since you have both played the NES versions.
I agree.
This,
I mean, I guess.
Oh yeah.
I said. I guess it could be worse. It could be the arcade Castlevania.
Oh, I love Castlevania. It's so.
No, not Castlevania. I'm talking about Haunted Castle. That game's awesome.
Oh, that's arcade.
Yeah, that's what I said.
What
Arcade Castlevania.
I don't know, chat. Chat, am I hearing wrong? Did Time Stalker say arcade? If so, I'll give you 5. I accidentally didn't listen to your points, which is my life. Chat. I need chat to fact check for me. Oh. Meh.
I got double killed there.
So yeah, both of you are at the same place here. Honestly, this game is a big wall. Okay, I did miss here. I'll go ahead and give you 5 points then, because I didn't listen correctly. Congratulations, you're winning point-wise due to my failure to listen. Whatever.
I've hung out with you too many times on Cusa Grande to know that you mishear things.
We've got a shortage of my ADHD meds, so that is going to happen. Yeah, welcome to my life. No! Yeah, what even are these dudes? They're like riding fire clouds. Clouds of fire.
They're Jins, I guess?
Yeah, do you imagine?
Yeah.
Go figure. Like, this might be useful later. Probably won't survive with it, but hey, I'll have it.
Oh, I'm having a lot of fun though, because Karnov, I don't know. I feel like if I had a Persona, okay, we're entering like Persona 5 land, and I had to choose somebody, Karnov would be pretty high up in my list of choices there. You know, he's got the muscles, the mustache, he's bald. Bald is good. Okay, bald, pretty great. And he breathes fire. Come on, what's there to hate about Karnov? Nothing. Literally perfection.
I was going to say everything.
Exactly. Look, he big gutsy guy.
Yeah.
Can you be as roughy as him?
This is all I'm hearing right now. I'm hearing Karnov music as well. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I'm going to go ahead and say red hair and bald. Not both at the same time, one or the other. Yeah, if you've got red hair but you're bald, you don't have red hair. I mean, unless you sort of have like the little donut.
The sideburns there?
Yeah, ooh, red sideburns. Okay, yeah, I like that. I'm a fan, okay?
There you go.
I'm a fan of either of those aesthetics. Go for it, okay? Go for the red hair, go for the bald. Embrace either of them. That's what I dig. But with that said, like, I feel like I would be intimidated if I met Karnov in real life. Like, seriously, look at him go. He doesn't even wear a shirt.
The spicy breath you have. Like, boy, what kind of jalapenos has he been eating?
What kind of jalapenos? Big ones. Ooh,
Nice.
bald with a red beard. That beard, not red beard. No, beard. That could definitely be decent. Okay. Yeah, everybody, you're just finding out that I'm getting a crush on Karnov. Hey, Time Stalker is on the scene too here. Very nice. And taking down the statues. Oh, they're never mind. Yeah. With that said, Polk, all you need is one good push through the second half of the first stage, and you are caught up. Like, that's the thing about this game. It's brutal, but once you have one good push, you are making progress. Actually, you know what? We haven't really talked about this. Yo, both.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, I just noticed, Time Stalker, you've got the blue pants. And you've got really good Karnov jumps. I like it. Look at those jumps. And really fast horizontal movement. Okay, I didn't know that blue pants made you fast in Karnov land, but I'm okay with that. So, question for both of you. This is Grudge Match. You both have to have some sort of grudge against each other, right? What is it?
Well, I do a weekly shuffler event, and he's been dining and dashing at it.
Okay.
What?
He's supposed to be coming with a shuffler thing, and instead he's just there hanging out and making fun of everybody.
You don't play, you just make fun of everyone.
I'm not making fun, I'm supporting, I'm giving help, I'm giving games, come on! Look, my luck was taken over by Tears of the Kingdom for a while here. I couldn't build up a shuffler during that time, my mind was somewhere else.
Yeah, how do you play games when you're playing Tears of the Kingdom? I mean, which is a game. Yeah, well, what I'm going to go ahead and say is that if Time Stalker wins, these are my demands, okay? I demand satisfaction. And second, I demand that you don't sneak into the Shuffler Cafe without a shuffler. You shuffle next time, Buster.
I'll think about it. What do I get if I were to win?
If you win, I don't know, what are your demands?
That is a mighty good question here.
You can't show up on Grudge Match without having demands. Like, I mean, I guess like Judge Judy, like, you know,
see what I mean?
It wasn't always giving money to one person or the other.
has-
Sometimes there was no money for anyone, and you're just here as a defendant. Are you the defendant in this case? Do you have nothing to gain?
There is one
a
thing
lot
here.
to lose?
Even that I don't have a shuffler, I do have one. It's on the Den of Games, and it's, well, okay, Parent is usually the one doing that here, but he's cursed me at this point here. It's given me both versions of Bubsy because, you know, picking numbers. That's hard.
Wait, Time Stalker, you're demanding that Polk join, and you gave Bubsy?
I gave Bubsy to the Den of Games one because that's part of their incentive, is you can add games to their shuffler.
Yeah, but you
It's
gave
true.
Bubsy.
Yep. I also gave Atlantis because, you know, I had to have him play that again.
Exactly. See what? But then he's really for diving that shit.
Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and say then, if Polk is the victor, then no more Bubsy. We give canon official permission to remove all Bubsies from the shuffler. By the way, if chat doesn't know, when we're talking about shufflers, a while ago I worked on a program that would essentially randomly change between games that you were playing. It would make a save and then return to the game at a later point. Author Blues took that program and really blew it up, made something absolutely amazing out of it, and it's actually been on the GDQ channel a few times. Any times that you've seen things switching between various games seemingly at random, that's something that I had worked on at some point. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and it's really cool that like there still is a big community about it, although again, I'm sort of one of those people who I'm like, I'm distracted. I'm going to go do something else. And so I'm glad that other people are really enjoying the shuffler. You're in that hell. This place is terrible, Time Stalker.
Yep.
Not really much you can do to get out of that hell, though. I mean,
Yeah, especially with no power-ups in any direction here.
yeah, I think that there is an alternative route to get through without going down into the cave, but that even if you do and you die, you automatically come back here anyway. So it's just, you're going to have to get good. That's Karnov. Get good or suffer.
Karnov
Taking down the Starman and the Starman's explosion. That is a huge pain to deal with his explosion.
More of this.
Yeah. So now that we're this far into it, we're about 15 minutes in. Polk is on stage 1. Time is on stage 2. I would go ahead and say that my feeling was right that the NES game wouldn't hurt you too or help you too much when it came to the arcade Karnov, and I'm just really, really enjoying this. I feel like there are going to be some really hot moves in this game, though. The biggest difference between this and NES Karnov, besides the scrolling, though, would be the damage, because when you get hit in this game, you die. In Karnov NES, you actually had 1 extra hit point. When you took damage, you turned into sort of a colorless version of Karnov, and then another hit, you died. In this, though, unless there are armor pickups at some point, you do not have extra HP. You will die.
In the Nintendo version, it also, if you picked up a Bobble, it gave you an extra hit because you powered down after you got hit. But yeah, that makes a huge difference. Might not be visible, it might not be obvious to some people, but yeah, it's a bloody freaking difference.
Yeah, that's why it's helpful for us to bring it up and to talk about it, because people might not fully understand the pain that you're going through. With that said, I feel like the games control relatively similarly. This might actually control better than the NES version, which was a little bit floaty in some ways. But at the same time, you know, one of the important things from NES was that, like, as long as you jumped before walking off a ledge, you had some air control, and it looks like that's the same for this version of Karnov. Am I right or am I incorrect here? Oh my gosh, you live time. Ow! Starman, die! Starman, die! Oh my gosh! Go away, why, Starman, why? Oh my gosh, time, that was the jukes. Uh-oh, never mind. What are these dudes? They don't even have an animation. They're just hopping like guys with helmets.
Oh, brother.
I mean, that sounds like a great place to be. Go hang out with those guys just hopping around.
This is definitely Gradius syndrome, though. Losing your power-ups is really bad in this game.
Yeah.
Come here, you'll...
For those who are unaware, what we mean by Gradius syndrome is that there was an old space shooter that, honestly, it's a classic. Gradius is fantastic, and the power-up system in there, it takes a while to get fully powered up, but once you do have all the powers, you could survive a lot of stuff. However, oh my gosh. Oh, Polk, how did you live? Wow. You got through. You're on to the second stage. Good job. I'm giving you both 1,000 points. I feel very generous today. 1,000 points for beating stage 1 for both of you. But yeah, Gradius, because of the level of difficulty, when you die, you lose all of your power-ups. And because of that, if you are significantly far into the game, it's extremely difficult to keep playing. And honestly, it sometimes is even better to start back from the beginning in Gradius rather than start where you were. So that's what we mean by Gradius syndrome. You die and lose power-ups, you're in a world of hurt. I don't think it's quite as much Gradius syndrome when it comes to Karnov, but it still does become significantly more difficult if you get into a checkpoint halfway through the stage.
How did I not die there?
Yeah, hitboxes in this version of the game are actually a lot more generous, which I think is the only reason Polk managed to survive during the boss fight there.
Yeah.
Like, you should have died. On all accounts, you should be dead.
I should be a little inside, but yeah, there was still there.
Oh,
No! Starman moved the wrong way! 10 points to Starman. I love him. Oh, what a classic. Yeah, so a big reason why arcade games were difficult was generally to drive people to, give it a shot, but then have to keep putting quarters in order to continue playing, or to get off the machine so that somebody else would actually pay. That's a large motivating factor. And if people complain about loot boxes and pay-to-win stuff, arcades were basically the original pay-to-win system. However, Karnov... Oh my gosh, Double Dragon 3 is really the first game that introduced microtransactions. You could buy in-game items in an arcade game using credits. You could buy in-game items that would make you more powerful. Still didn't guarantee that you were going to finish the game, but it made it a lot easier, and honestly, a lot of gamers called it out, so much that I believe that they had to recall the Japanese version and remove microtransactions from it. Yeah. And you know what? They should do it now. I'm going to go ahead and this is my own personal opinion, okay? My own personal opinion. And it doesn't represent anybody, but microtransactions suck. Except when it's purely aesthetic, or when it's purely visual, cosmetic. Not aesthetic. What am I saying? If it's purely cosmetic, I can understand it. But anything other than that, and I'm gonna be angry. Yeah, but the one thing about old arcade games is that a lot of them have been getting ports to Switch and stuff that will allow you to change various difficulty settings. Heck, a lot of the arcade games, you could find an arcade game in one arcade and then go to a different one and find that the difficulty had been changed, or that small individual things had been made easier or more difficult. And arcades were actually free to tweak these settings, or at least somewhat free to tweak some of the settings in order to make it either easier or harder. So if you had a harder version of an arcade game, that's usually because I would say that the arcade owner was greedy. They're like, let's go ahead and make the hardest challenge so that, they just have to keep slipping more quarters in there. It's really a strange thing that, I don't think I knew that as a kid, that arcade games could be different despite being exactly the same hardware, depending on how the settings were made. They could be significantly harder or easier. Ancient ruins, beware. But that's sort of like, oh my gosh, the chameleon. Polk, meanwhile, is on the bat room. Time Stalker has been here for quite a while, but is finally making a little bit more progress. Big question is there another checkpoint, or are you going to, just have to go back to the bats if you die? I don't know. When's the next checkpoint?
Good question,
I like the bats, though. They don't, you can tell that they're bats, but they don't look like bats.
Oh, nope, no other checkpoints. That was lost.
Back to the bats. As far as I'm not aware, none of the levels have more than one checkpoint, so if you do die, it is a pretty significant setback.
At least I saw the boss finally.
Yeah, we are allowing the players to use infinite credits here. Yeah, the big question is, I don't remember what the boss of this level is. What boss are you going to be facing?
It was something on a chariot.
Chariot Man. It's like Mega Man boss. Yeah, so what I'm seeing with this game as well is that you do have air control if you jump into the air, but if you walk off of a ledge, you just go straight down, which can be advantageous in some ways, but it can also be a little bit frustrating if you accidentally do that. That's something that the player... What even hit you, Time Stalker? This game is cheating.
That was above me.
That was nowhere near you. Well, that's okay. 50 more cents, you can play. 25 more cents. Whatever. I don't know. A few more. Whatever. Another quarter. Just slip
coins.
Yeah.
How did I live there? Interesting hitboxes, Batsy.
Yeah. So, you know, we're playing this, and I really... Well, I'm not playing this, but I really enjoy this game. I have to ask, are both of you... Like, do you play a lot of platformers, or are...
Yeah.
Like, Polk,
yeah.
I know that you're really into RPGs, but you still play a lot of platformers?
Oh, yes, Mega Man is my life. I may put Chrono Trigger as my favorite, my series, and my life is Mega Man. Give me the jump and shoot, man.
What is your favorite Mega Man?
Ooh, do I have to pick just one? Because I can go by series.
I would prefer just one, because that was the question.
Ooh.
I asked for one Mega Man. I'm not asking for 50 Mega Man. Which 50 Mega Man are your favorite? No, that's weird. What the crap?
Part of me always loved the Mega Man 2, but I also love Mega Man X2, so yeah, Mega Man X2, give me the
Mega Man X2. Okay. I dig it. It's a little less popular in general than Mega Man X for a lot of people, but I actually feel like that's probably my favorite of the X series, is what I would say. Yeah.
I'll agree that X is great, that it's really powerful, and it advances the game genre so much, but I have more fun with X2 for some reason.
Give me X4. Give me X4.
You like
great.
X4? Is that your favorite Mega Man?
No, my favorite Mega Man is Mega Man 2.
Okay, Mega Man 2 and then Mega Man X2. Interesting.
X4. Yeah.
No,
really
Mega Man X2 for Polk.
Yeah.
We're just choose all around.
The sequels are superior. What can I say?
I've never played X4. I gotta be honest.
It's a fun one.
I feel like it started getting way too lore heavy after Mega Man X2. Like, X2 was still a little too lore heavy. I'm like, I don't need all of this. I just want to be a robot and shoot other robots, you know?
4 is definitely the one that has the most cinematics behind it, because it actually has animations, while X5 and X2, and X5, X6, I mean, only had, like, little still pictures with voiceovers. That's it.
Yeah,
so
but
cheap.
Are you really playing the game for cutscenes?
Sometimes.
Okay.
As
a proud player of multiple Final Fantasy games and runner of Final Fantasy 4 back in the day, sure, cutscenes are great.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, those guys are interesting.
Yeah, which Mega Man is it that has the "What am I fighting for" cutscene?
That is X4, I believe.
Oh yes, it's X4.
Okay.
What am I fighting for?
Well, in that case, I'm going to go ahead and say that Time Stalker gets 50 points for having an objectively fantastic opinion of the game. 50 points, you know, despite the 1,000 points that both of you already have, 50 is meaningful. Oh my gosh, the lions shoot fireballs? I think it's just some dude who's like trying to control his fire-breathing lions and is really failing at this.
Yeah.
You know what? It might be some time, but I'll take this.
Yeah, the chameleon's going down. I mean, you do have a timer at the left, but honestly, the big part of playing a game blind is learning what the game wants from you. And honestly, taking a little extra time in certain areas in order to learn how enemies work, that can be worthwhile, even if it means that you're going to die and go back a little bit. You still gain, you don't lose knowledge that you have. You also encountered the Lion's Polk. Very nice. We are essentially tied. I track progress based off of whoever made the most progress first. So because it's tied, Time Stalker is technically in the lead, just due to the tiebreaker rules that I have in place. With that said, you know, even though like, both of you have done tons of races in the past. Yeah, and I've always enjoy, like, having a variety. The past two players that we had for Bobble, one of them had never done a blind race before. Both of you are veterans and know what's going up, or what's going on, but that doesn't necessarily make the game easier. It just means that you have a little bit more of knowledge of what helps you when you're playing a game for the first time. Are there any strategies that you have? Sorry, what was that, Time Stalker?
I was like, how did I miss that, Pat?
No, I don't know. It's batty, batty, bat. Batty, 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 batty. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Best song about bats ever.
If you're talking about blind racing, a lot of it is just learning what you can and can't do. Like one of the races that I was in for Casa Grande, I was the only one going really slow in the game, and so I was not having as many tries as people, but I was taking less damage, and I ended up using that to my advantage. So
yeah. Consistency, like, as opposed to speed runs, consistency is usually more important in a blind race. You know, it's learning how the game works, and as long as you can get through areas a lot more reliably, you tend to do better in race situations. With that said, I feel like Polk is starting to get this section down a little bit better. Oh my gosh, that was so close, Time Stalker. You only have one of the lions left. I'm going to go ahead and say that is almost a clear. A little bit of progress through the boss, but not quite enough to take the victory there. 2 out of 3 of the boss enemies down. Yeah, Chad is saying slow and steady wins the race. Not true in speed runs, but it is true in blind runs and blind races. Yes. So, but then again, that also really depends on the game. If you're playing Dora the Explorer for Game Boy Advance, you want to go as fast as possible. Why? Because that game probably will not kill you. It is very, very generous in the amount of HP that you have, and you want to push it as quickly as possible. So, like, assessing what the game is expecting of you as a player and pushing yourself as fast as you can go. That's what's helpful. If you start pushing a little bit too fast with a game that is brutally difficult, you're going to have it push right back.
Dora, also factor in that. If you've got no little continues before you've got to restart, take your time with it here. If it's got the limited continues, though, yeah, go wild.
Yeah, I gave you unlimited continues here. So you are, like, dying really isn't as much of a factor here. But then again, like, getting consistent at these small sections of the stage, that's what's important. Now, Time Stalker, I think you were about to say something. What was that?
One of the other things that I've used to my advantage in blind racing before was things that what the game's mechanics allow you to do. When we had Dragon Slayer on the ColecoVision, that one you had a death mechanic that allowed for progress sometimes, and so using that to your advantage was useful.
Yeah, death can sometimes actually be advantageous. when it comes to speedruns as well as blind races, health is a commodity, that you can spend in certain situations. Damage boosting in order to get past enemies, as long as you're not dead and having to do the area over again, that is fine. Death boosting is definitely a thing when it comes to speedrunning, where you use a death to get through an area. I remember the first speedrun that I did, Mirror's Edge, actually has a place where you go and you jump off a wall and die, and then bam, suddenly you're past that area into the next one. And, it's definitely a valid strategy, both in speedruns as well as blind races. With that said, death boosting is not helping here.
No.
There are no death boosts, there are no damage boosts, there is only death and damage and tears and sadness. But Karnov, I don't know, Karnov, he doesn't need boosts. He is a boost. Oh my gosh, what was that, Hulk?
Like sometimes you just gotta take care of things around. You don't know the little grip.
Yeah. Also, I want to say hello to our beautiful moderators as well as the discussions that are happening in chat. There's a comment saying that they're shocked how much of how many quote unquote bad games or kusoge exist out there. And the thing is, there's a reason that some games are classics and why there are only limited classics that people remember, because those were the best of the best. And as it turns out, 95% of video game history ends up getting forgotten. Oh, you're at a bit of a... Yeah. With that said, I would say that the best bad games are the ones that have something compelling or try something new. Generic. I do not want to play generic. Generic is boring. In this game, it is not generic. It is brutal. And that's what makes it a little bit more interesting than your run-of-the-mill, everyday, this is shovelware that gets put out the door. What are you trying to figure out here?
In the demo, you had a bomb here to blow this up. There's
do you not have
bomb.
a bomb?
Nope.
Is there no bomb anywhere?
Nope.
Are you sure?
I've looked around.
I love the plants raining from the sky. Yeah, you're gonna have to figure something out here then, huh? Well, quite literally, we have, it's not quite a wall. I'd say it's a tree. But Time Stalker is going to have to figure out, how do I deal with this obstacle in the game? What do I need to do to get past? If I do not have a bomb like what was shown in the demo, what do I have to do?
Where am I out?
Oh, there we go.
Aha! Aha! I love it. That was the best animation in the game, and Time Stalker has figured it out. Shortly after that, Polk cleared stage 2. We're almost tied again. Polk is moving on to stage 3. This is being very close. I gotta be honest. You're a little bit behind, but not too far behind, Polk.
Yay!
And there we go, figuring it out first try. That animation, I love it. Well, that wasn't good.
Well,
I'm gonna go ahead and
give. That fits.
Just because Polk was able to figure it out first try, I'm gonna go ahead and give you 100 points. I'm impressed. Yeah. Okay. Meanwhile, Time Stalker is trying to deal with a creature in this level that was actually a boss earlier on in the game. Yeah, we're already stage 3, and we're already having bosses show up as normal enemies in the game.
Look, the employment game in the arcades here were rough at the time. Everybody needed a second job.
Oh, Polk, just seeing you go down like a basketball into a basket. That wasn't the most eloquent way of saying it. Whatever. Oh, Time Stalker, did you see the enemy just jump to his death? I love it.
Yep. That was fun.
Do you think the K stands for Karnov? Are those like Karnov points that you're collecting? What are they?
So,
Karnov points. I know that in the video game Athena, there's a collectible that's just the letter K. You can make this jump, by the way, Polk. Don't stop
I
trying.
can't imagine, but what am I doing wrong? Is it because I'm shooting fireballs in the air? Is that
I
why?
think you're just jumping too early. I think the jump is a little bit more precise. You just got to get close to the edge.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
And then he got me.
Ooh, Karnov coins. I like those. Okay, Karnov coins is what chat has named the points there.
Points with a K.
That's what they said.
Oh, I missed that.
You
Whoops.
pronounced it the
Congrats,
same
chat.
way.
You made the correct decision. The correct decision with a K again.
You got to let chat cook a little bit. They've got it.
Like clearly, I underestimate the wisdom of chat.
Yeah, honestly, as much as we like to tease Twitch chat, I do not tease Twitch chat. That is weird. No, I tease you. As much as I like to tease you, I still highly value the community here. I really enjoy everybody, and I love watching Polk fall to their death. That's so good.
How can I say this here?
Oh my gosh, you can't just... Okay, I mean you can.
Hulk loves his soundboard.
Maybe.
Yeah, well,
I've been given
chat's
too much power.
probably not going to hear that. That's okay. For those who don't know, we just heard Wile E. Coyote falling off a cliff. Yeah, chat is acknowledging, by the way, that Karnov is important outside of the Karnov games. He shows up as a boss in Bad Dudes. There are multiple Karnov references in Data East games. I love Data East as a company. They're really fascinating in some ways. I have multiple handheld Data East devices at home that definitely have bootleg games on them. Data East, I don't know if you know, but one of the games that you have on the handheld, it's actually Earthworm Jim that
was the boss.
ported to the NES and given a different character. Like, it's definitely Earthworm Jim. And there's definitely a game on the handheld that has a picture from The Matrix in it, and the game is called Hacker. I love Data East.
I'm pretty sure that was the boss.
I think that was the boss. It was a dinosaur, and dinosaurs tend to be bosses. I mean, we saw Bubble Bobble. Bub and Bob are bosses. Like, they kill so many beasties. Like, just take them down. Karnov, though, if Karnov can take down the dinosaurs, then he takes down the slayer of beasties, making him superior to everything in Bubble Bobble. Like, seriously.
You know, bro, the jumping down pit sometimes is valuable. Science.
Oh,
Every
people are
pit is
saying
a
it was
chance.
Goof. Fine, it wasn't Wile E. Coyote. Whatever, chat. Okay, I got confused about what the sound effect was, and I guess you could hear it. Whatever.
Look, it's...
Drama.
Goofy is the Disney Wile E. Coyote. Suppose that.
Except, I like... Goofy's nicer than Wile E. Coyote. Wile E. Coyote, you're like, oh, well, good. He got punished. You know, like... We sort of want him to win a little bit, but like Goofy, do you enjoy seeing him get hurt a little bit? You enjoy seeing him lose, but at the same time, a little bit of your heart breaks every time Goofy falls off a cliff. Like, but Wile E. Coyote, my heart doesn't break. I just laugh. It's great.
Exactly.
My gosh. So the dudes who are a little bit red, who throw the boulders. One interesting thing about them, there's a gray variant of the enemy that just throws a boulder occasionally. These ones that are red, though, they only throw a boulder when they get hit, and they throw a boulder literally every time that they get hit. So mashing when you're trying to shoot through them can actually be detrimental. But it really depends on the way that you're playing, you know. If you are able to mash fast enough, you can destroy the boulders. You just have to know every time you hit, he's gonna throw something.
This time you Rockman.
Rockman! Oh my gosh. See? Karnov, stronger than Rockman. Take that, huh? You think Mega Man 2 and Mega Man X2 is the best. No, Karnov's the best Mega Man.
He's the stronger man. He's the Guts Man.
Yeah. Wrong. No, better than Guts Man. Take Guts Man.
Alright, he's Guts Man and Fireman at the same time.
Guts Fireman. Yeah, come on. Wily should have thought of that. Not Wile E. Coyote, Dr. Wily. Yeah, come on. Why not give a robot with all of the elements, huh? And with no weakness. You really should have thought of that, Dr. Wily, given your robot's weaknesses. How could you?
He thinks himself a genius, and every single time there's always weakness built in. Don't know why.
My name's
I mean,
Dr.
Wile E. Coyote
I'm
thinks
so
he's a
smart.
genius too.
It's true. That's why he's named Wily. That's why Dr.
Super
Wily is named
genius.
Wily.
Super genius.
Super genius?
Yes.
That's what Wile E. Coyote calls himself. Wile E. Coyote, super genius.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh my gosh, dinosaur! Ah, he burned your butt, Polk! I can't believe the dinosaur would
Oh
burn
my
your butt like
gosh.
that. Oh, watch out! Oh, nope.
Where did you come from?
Upstairs? I don't know where Fish Boy came from.
The sea,
Well,
probably.
I guess when a mommy fish boy and a daddy fish boy really love each other.
Shut up. Minus 50 points. I don't want to hear this. I don't want this guff, okay?
I mean,
Minus
I
50
asked
points
you-
for guff.
I asked you before if I needed to talk to you about the birds and the bees. I guess I did.
No, talk to me about Fishman. Fishman, not birds and bees. Fish.
Oh.
Guff. That's what we've got. We've got guff. Okay, so one important thing to note is that occasionally in certain areas, you do have enemies spawn, and sometimes the enemies don't spawn. Have you figured out any reason for that? Or do you have any theories behind why that happens?
I think it's based on positioning, because I can kind of get the fish man not to spawn if I just go left.
What? There's another? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Another bloody lizard.
There was another dragon. But with that said, Polk has killed the first dinosaur. And because of that, Polk is technically a tiny bit in the lead. Yeah, we had a lead change this far into Karnov Arcade. I love it. But all it takes, again, because this game is brutally difficult, all it takes is one good push for somebody to move in ahead. It's very possible for Time Stalker to do that. Do I give points for killing the dinosaur? No, that's minus points. Well, I like dinosaurs. Minus like
Dinosaurs are cool.
200
Good
points for
king.
killing the dinosaur. How could you?
Look, he was coming at me with fire.
With oh, you coming with me? You're coming at him with fire. What are you talking about? Huh?
Look, I'm defending myself. He's got big sharp claws. I've got one knife.
I'm sure Karnov could grow out his nails. Look fierce. Oh my gosh, I recall. You know what? I've got a trivia question for you. Let me go ahead and make sure that I have the answer correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
One boomerang to the face.
So, here's a question for you. There is a world record for somebody who has the longest nails on Earth. And this was set by somebody named Diana Armstrong. Now, in total, what length are her nails? And I'm going to go ahead and give you the winner is whoever gets the closest without going over. Polk, you first because you're in the lead in the game. Give me a length. Total.
I would say 1.5 feet.
Wait, what did you say?
1.5 feet.
1.5 feet total. Okay.
Well, if
Chat,
it's one.
if you didn't look it up, you're also free to guess. Time Stalker, do you have a guess? A total.
Let's go
longest,
19 inches.
19 inches. Okay. The answer is 42 feet and 10 inches. So because of that, Time Stalker was the closest without going over. You were not, neither of you were close, but sure, you get 100 points because technically you won.
Look. Well played, Time. Well played. That was the,
I pulled the Price is Right strategy and went one over.
I noticed.
Yeah, you sure did.
Yeah, Polk.
I bet $1.
$1.50? $1.50? My
Look,
gosh.
Look.
I love
Who lifted those kind of nails? You want to scratch your cheek a little bit and something poking eye out.
That's who. Yeah, Polk, this level is being brutal.
I know. Trial by fire. Literally.
Yeah, if anybody wants to Google Diana Armstrong and see the pictures, like, they are very impressive and kind of scary. I think her nails are like each individual nail might be taller than some people. Taller than a lot of children.
You know what? Give me fire. Ooh, one more fire. Well, more than fire. Oh my.
Well, Polk is currently on level 4. Time Stalker is pretty close to beating level 3, but is struggling a little bit. But at the same time, you're getting right up to the boss now. This is what you want to do, you know. Get here, try to take out any of the ads like you're doing with the birds here, and then face the boss and hopefully be able to do enough damage that you can kill it without getting hit. I do like that I see you're running, like shooting and running away seems to be a pretty consistent strat because the dinosaur won't shoot if it is off screen.
Dang.
Yeah, people are asking, how many stages does Arcade Karnov have? Well, I don't know. But I don't think we're even halfway through. Let me see if I can find out here. Because there were multiple versions of the game that were put out. We have, obviously, the arcade version that we're playing here. Wikipedia, how many stages does it have? For the Danish law collection, see Karnov's law. Apparently there's a Danish law called Karnov, so that's cool. Do you want to face the Karnov law? We're gonna go to Karnov jail. They actually put air conditioning in it, though, you know, to keep the fire down.
I'd love that. Right now.
Fireball to the butt, Polk. Ow. Definitely hurts. So, okay, from what I see, it looks like it has 9 levels on the arcade version. I believe that the level progression is somewhat similar to the other parts, the NES version. Even though the levels are significantly different, the level themes seem to be consistent, as well as some of the bosses that we have here. Like, I definitely recognize some of the enemies that show up. Yeah, Polk using a Y-strat of backtracking a little bit in this volcano section. I think you're starting to figure this out, Polk.
He's a bit. It's all about science, figuring things out.
Yeah. I have to ask, do any of you, like, if you don't love Karnov in this game, do either of you have a favorite strongman in media?
Ooh, that is an interesting question, I have to admit.
Yeah. I have to say my favorite is the guy in Coraline.
Ooh, that's
He's
a
got
good one.
like arms and legs that are twigs. Like absolutely the skinniest arms and legs, and he looks kind of awkward, but at the same time, he's kind of amazing. I don't remember his name.
I've got one.
Yes?
Andre the Giant.
Ooh,
I
good
guess
one.
he counts. I like that choice. Good. Andre the Giant, absolutely fantastic.
His role in Princess Bride is possibly my favorite character in that movie.
Have you read the book?
I have not. I want to, but I haven't gotten to it yet.
You should. The book's really good. Not only that, but the person who wrote the book is the same person who wrote the screenplay. And because of that, the movie, I'd say it's funny in different ways from the book, but it still stays very, like, they're very different emotional stories, I'd say, between each other. Like, the book is much more comedy and a parody than the movie is, but the movie is epic. Yeah. So that's something, y'all. If you like reading, read The Princess Bride. Absolutely worth it.
For my assignment, there's two that come to mind, and unfortunately, I don't remember the name of one of them, so I'm gonna go with Mike Haggard.
Mike Haggard? Oh, good choice.
Good choice.
Indeed.
Okay.
He's a tournament that's
Not
strong
real,
enough that
but
he
good
becomes
choice.
mayor, then needs to treat himself. And even a wrestler in free time! Like, come on! Who doesn't love a good Mike Haggard?
I used to not really be a big fan of, like, the strongman archetype in shows, but, like, again, as I've aged, like, I feel like I've been able to appreciate it a little bit more and sort of enjoy this archetypal character, even if it's not, like, I don't know. I didn't want to grow up and be a beefy bald dude. I wanted to be a skinny bald dude. And then I didn't even go bald. What the crap?
Look at you!
I didn't go skinny. I didn't go bald. I've got long hair.
Hey,
I'm
can we
like
trade?
anti-Karnov. Huh?
Dang it.
I love the music in this game, though. Absolute. Like, sure, it's one single song almost the entire time, except when you start getting close to running out of time, but it's so good. Also, yeah, and Andre the Giant in Princess Bride, pretty good. Although I kind of like, I can't remember what his name is. The guy who does the medicine stuff. Heals Wesley. What?
Oh,
it's not
Miracle Max.
Humperdinck. It's not Humperdinck. My gosh.
Miracle
He
Max.
hates Miracle Max. Miracle Max. There we go. Absolutely great. Yeah. Almost every character is just absolutely legendary. In the book, though, you sort of... Oh my gosh, these volcanoes, Polk. What the heck? How do you even get through this? This is ridiculous. Yeah, Chad is right. I believe it was played by Billy Crystal, Miracle Max. Absolutely fantastic character. The book, one of my favorite differences between the book and the movie, though, is that Princess Buttercup in the book is so stuck up. Like, it's kind of like you feel happy that she sort of suffers a little bit in it. Like, it's great because she's quite literally the worst. Oh my gosh, the Dino one down, but Karnov on the ground as well. But still, killing the dinosaur at least once, that's good experience. You know, you're making more progress here. Okay, Polk, through volcano set number 1. Let's see if the treadmills in the volcano behave. Why are there treadmills in the volcano? I don't know. I can't tell you.
They're reminding lava, I guess.
Maybe there's lava monsters need exercise too, you know? Maybe Starman put them here.
No. Bad journalist.
Yeah. Humperdinck is another character who is
What?
like, oh,
Why did you
we
stop?
hate you. And he's kind of perfect to hate. What happened?
It wouldn't let me go up past the top. It was
Wow.
weird.
Hey, everybody, welcome to old video games. Sometimes there can be problems and you just never expect it. Another quarter, please.
Please,
Sorry, we just wouldn't let you climb the ladder. Another quarter. I'm a little bit sad. My favorite moment in Karnov, we haven't, in this version of Karnov, we're not going to see it. That is completely fine. It's something that I fully recommend playing more of this game because there are some gotcha moments that will make you laugh.
Oh, joy.
Yeah, it's joy. What, you don't like to laugh, Hulk? You don't think
I
funny
like to
is
laugh.
good? You like to be bored? Ah! Sorry, Time Stalker just got shot in the butt.
Okay, no, yeah, you're right. You're right, totally right. Totally correct.
Yeah, laughing's good. Laughing's good. I like to laugh. Ha 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 ha. And sing that song in, what is it? Is that Willy
Mary
Wonka
Poppins.
or Mary Poppins?
Mary
Okay.
Poppins.
Oh boy.
You got centipede lady. Oh, she just destroyed you. Not
She
only that,
sure
but you
did.
couldn't even go backwards. Wow. Thank you, game. Changing the rules arbitrarily. And that is time. Congratulations to Polk for being the victor today. And I had my demands, Time Stalker. Okay, the grudge. Not Bubsy. Bubsy being in Polk's shuffler. Are we allowing Polk to remove Bubsy from the shuffler? So that
If
Polk will play
Varanth will
again?
okay it.
Varanth, do you agree to the terms, huh? Okay, I demand
Agree
that
by
we
that.
remove Bubsy from Polk's shuffler so that Polk will start playing with you guys, with all y'all again, right? Yeah? Huh?
Look,
Well, we'll go ahead and see if
after
Varanth
all.
agrees in chat. Seriously, great job here, and both of you did fantastic. Polk just had a little bit of the edge, having all you have to do is have one good boss fight, and if you can manage to have that good boss fight, then bam, you're through. And that's really what made the difference there, you being able to get through the dinosaurs. With that said, I think both of you did fantastic. This game is not easy. Did you just walk off that on purpose, Polk?
Yes, please. Let's say it's on purpose. I'll do that.
Oh, okay, it was on purpose. Well, great, Polk. Where do you stream? Where can people find you? I know that you have a Twitch channel, Polk Kitsune, but I believe that you stream on another channel a little bit more
Yes.
frequently.
Oh yes, we are at the Den of Games, which is
The
where we
Den of
found
Games.
me, Varanth, Kissel, and Wolf and Raven. And we do all sorts of various type of series usually, but very often we'll also find ourselves a shuffler that people can actually add games into it. We're up to about 280 games inside that bloody shuffler. Like, holy moly. And we also have the ability of making us play a Z-SNES Prime too. Choose a game and go on Z-SNES.
Yeah, we did have a game that was on that before here on the Grudge Match. I believe it was Donkey Kong Country 2. If y'all remember that nightmare, it certainly was a nightmare. Well, okay, it looks like Varanth is waffling a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and say that I don't care. You, per my decision, like Judge, I am your Judge Judy, okay, and Bubsy is hereby allowed to be taken away. Yeah. So ordered by the Grudge Match. What about you, Time Stalker? What are you streaming these days? Where do you play? Where can people find you?
I'm at twitch.tv/timestalker. Right now, we've been doing Wednesday night, our Shuffler Cafe, which is just a casual get-together. Anybody in Smite's Discord can join and just hang out and do our own shufflers on that. Other than that, I haven't been really been streaming a whole lot. I'm hoping to get one of the Z-SNES crimes done this weekend. I plan on doing Wild Guns.
Ooh.
Wait, what game?
Wild Guns. It's a game I did that for Don't Make Us Bored, and I want to see how it does in Z-SNES.
Okay. Yeah, we can go ahead and check that out later. Well, everybody, this has been Grudge Match. I am Brosentia. You can find me at twitch.tv/Brosentia. Yeah, that's my name. Sorry, I confused myself for a second there. But in 2 weeks, our next show is going to be at 7 p.m. Eastern instead of 10, a little bit earlier for all of you sleepy people, and hopefully you all enjoy. Take care, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend. Come back 1 p.m. tomorrow for more shows. And other than that, if you have a grudge, come settle it here. Take care, friends.